All right, so now let's go ahead and let's create another geometry. We're going to call this Cloud Hero. Let's dive in. And let's start by creating a sphere. We're going to make this sphere, let's see, well, if we look at our reference, what kind of clouds do we want to create? But all right, let's try to create something with this shape here. So what I'm going to do is, let's just zoom in or frame our sphere here, hide other objects. Let's make this bigger, say 2, 5, and 2. And let's create a polygon. Change the frequency because we're going to add some noise with a mountain. Let's just try to get a shape that was similar to what we saw there. Oops, maybe I'm going to take the size down to 3. Let's elongate this maybe to something like 6 or so. 3. There you go. That's kind of your classic little cloud shape there. All right, so now we're going to throw down that cloud node again, which is pretty quick and easy. So we're going to view that. Now we've got a simple little cloud. All right. So now we can kind of take a look at some of the other flatten settings. First of all, I'm going to increase the sampling, maybe something like 200. And under the flatten tab here, you can see that we can start to bring up our scale. And instead of mouse up, I'm going to turn this to auto update so you can kind of see it better. Now we can try to get that shape that we were looking at in the reference there. And the density, let's just leave that for now. And let's drop down, and this time I'm going to drop down to cloud noise. Since this is a heavier node, I don't want to use it for a full system. So in our cloud noise, we've got a lot of great features. We've got different types of noise that we can multiply over. Increase the amplitude. You can really see what's happening. Different depths of noise in the scale. As well as on this up vector fall off, we can choose to scale up or flatten the actual noise itself, kind of what we did with the actual geometry or cloud node. All right, so I'm just going to dial in some parameters that I like here. First of all, I want to take off the advection for now because it's an added layer of noise that I like to just get the original parameters set up, and then we can add that extra detail after. So just dial it in until you get something that you like. Maybe something like this. We can adjust the overall spatial scale. All right, so I'm liking something like that. So finally, under the advection, let's add that extra layer of noise. And this is where we're going to get a lot of those little wispy noise on the edges there. So by working on one cloud, it's a lot faster. And you can see on the edge how we're going to try to break up this little edge here. Just something like that. And that's pretty much it. We've got different scale options, and we can add animation in the time and that, but These are static clouds, so I'm just trying to break up that edge. So finally, let's throw down a null. Put this out, and now I'm just going to lower down the density now. So let's take this down. All right, so now that we have that set up, we can start placing these around the shots. So let's go back to our camera view here. And I'm going to bring this up to say something like 250. Whoops, 25. But now we can just kind of place this around where we see fit as these little hero clouds. We could go ahead and make a couple different variations. For this, I'm just going to copy and paste a new one. I'm just going to rotate it to get a bit more out of this specific cloud. Oops. Rotate this a little bit. Bring this to the other side. I'm just going to kind of place these around we can also start placing these as an added layer. Kind of like in our reference, how we kind of see some more featured clouds. So finally, I'm going to copy and paste this one more time. And I'm going to take the rotations back to 0. Let's place this in the background. Rotate that, say 90 degrees. There we go. So you can see how we can quickly and efficiently just kind of place these hero clouds around.